Ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of announcing to you that we are going to make an effort to repeat the old reveille. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Cimarron's Big Guns. My name is Bryce Waite.
And I'm Jamie Waite.
And we are here with Charlie Parkus. And Charlie, where are we right now?
We're at J.E. Cawthon & Sons in Fredericksburg, Texas.
For those of you that are not familiar with it, it's an unassuming small house kind of at the end of the main drag here in Fredericksburg, Texas, our hometown. But what is inside is incredible. How long have you been here?
I've been here almost 3 years. The store is right at 6.5.
What am I going to find if I come here?
Wow. Western art, European antiques, and probably the coolest guns on display in a store in the state, maybe in the country.
Yeah. See, what is your clientele like? Who comes here?
Fredericksburg's kind of unique in that it's not really a Texas destination, it's a world destination. So we meet people from, I've probably met people from 15, 18 countries, nearly every state. Of course, Texas, I have more visitors from Texas than anything because of the guns, obviously. But that's kind of a flavor of Fredericksburg. You know, it's a kind of a world market, melting pot type place.
What is the average cost of one of the firearms in the collection here?
I'd say on average you're looking $22,000, $23,000 on an average. Yeah.
Worth it though, not a rip-off. They're just some incredible pieces here. What would you say is the most expensive piece you have here?
Right now I've got an original Henry factory engraved lever gun, 44 flat, manufactured 1864. It's $130,000.
I see a good collection of hats, some assorted jewelry, some authentic Old West gun rigs. Those look like some Arvo Halla rigs.
Yeah, and then lots of bits and spurs as well.
So why don't you tell us a little bit of who is J.E. Cawthon?
James E. Cawthon and his wife Brenda moved here about 7 years ago, and from Midland, wanted a quieter life, and originally were gonna, they were gonna live in this building, and took, I don't know, a year restoring it, and then found a ranch outside of town. And it's a lot quieter there, so I think they opted out for the quiet. But at that point, they were pretty attached to the building through, sweat equity and what have you. And Jim, more or less, I say he tricked Brenda into letting him have a store, because that's pretty much how it went. But he wanted a gun room, always wanted a retail gun room, and here we are. And it's kind of morphed into Western art, European antiques, and collectibles also.
Wow.
I assume he was a collector before he got here?
Lifetime collector, lifetime gun collector.
So how does he acquire these pieces, and how do you help him acquire them?
Well, he's been a lifelong collector, so through the collectors associations and relationships, after a while everyone kind of knows what each other likes, and the phone may ring and say, hey, do you still have that Tom Horn pistol? Sure, I'll swap you XYZ and ABC for it. And those deals happen a lot. And then we just look a lot too. We just, and particularly Jim, he's constantly looking for something unique. Not just a gun, but it's got the better the story, the better the buy for us.
Right.
For sure. Yeah. This gun is well documented throughout the last 50 years. Presented to Tom Horn by John Cobble, and John Cobble ran a cattlemen's consortium, the Swan Cattle Company, around Sheridan, well, in the Wyoming area, and he hired Tom Horn to protect their interest, and this was presented to him as a gift. A lot of people know the Tom Horn story, so I won't bore you with all that. But in my researching on this gun, the last time I found it at a major auction was 2007 at Julia's, and it sold for $94,870 and change. Well documented, it's been in a few big collections, and I've got a copy of the 1978 gun report, and it's featured in there also. So it's been around the block a little bit. People know about it. That's one of the neatest things we've had since I've been here for 3 years, for sure.
Now, I thought that was the coolest thing of all time, but your son corrected me.
Oh, yeah.
Your son thinks that it's the Cole Younger.
Yeah.
Which, it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love Tom Horn. Like, how do you feel about Tom Horn? Like, it's open to interpretation. Do you
Sure.
You think he did it?
No, not at all. No.
There's just too much other evidence that there's something else going on. Now, Tom Horn was a bad dude.
Right.
He did bad stuff, but he may not have done the bad thing that he got hung for.
Yeah, they retried him in a mock trial, I think in '93 in Sheridan, and with all the evidence that was withheld, they exonerated him.
Yep.
So I don't think so. I think there's too much money involved, and he made somebody mad. And,
Absolutely.
you know.
But he had outlived his time. Like he
did.
was
He did.
Wild West.
He did
And-
not argue at the hanging.
Yeah.
They asked him, "Do you have anything else to say?" He says, "I got nothing to say. Get on with it.
Yeah.
Hang me." He was done.
Well, why don't we take a look around?
Sure.
A broken glass sits on the floor like my heart forevermore. Someone sweep this memory away. Night had never seemed so long since the jukebox played our song. Then I knew these blues are here to stay. I know these blues are here to stay. They've been with me quite some time, bartender, pour favors and down my way. Those tequilas, salt and lime, because I know these
So what is your background and how did you end up working for Mr. Coffin?
Retail sales in Houston gun stores. Many years. I ended up going from Carter's Country, which is a family chain in Houston, to running the gun room at Briley. So I went from really nice guns to really nice expensive guns, and that kind of gave me the want to venture more into that area. And it
So
really-
you're pretty much the only employee
I
here,
am.
right? So
I
you
am.
take the pictures like you were just telling us about and manage all of that.
kind of a one-man show.
And then you're open just by appointment only?
Right. Yeah, I'm always here. The phone number's on the door. If someone wants in, I'll let them in. There is.
What's the website address?
www.jecawthon.com.
All right.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of the inventory on the website?
Yeah.
Pretty much everything?
Yeah. Just at any given time, I should have every gun on the web.
Charlie, you got a cool job.
It's fun. Every day, my friend. Every day. You bet.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you and thank you, and
pleasure.
see you guys next time.
Adios.